Let's read this Bible story titled Solomon's Wives. This takes place in the book of 1 Kings, chapter 10 through chapter 11. The weight of the gold that Solomon received yearly was 666 talents, not including the revenue from merchants and traders and from all the Arabian kings and the governors of the land. The king had a fleet of trading ships at sea along with the ships of King Hiram. Once every 3 years it returned, carrying gold, silver, and ivory. Solomon accumulated chariots and horses, which he kept in the chariot cities and also with him in Jerusalem. He made silver as common in Jerusalem as stones, and cedar as plentiful as sycamore trees. King Solomon, however, loved many foreign women besides Pharaoh's daughter: Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Sidonians, Hittites. They were from the nations about which the Lord had told the Israelites, "You must not intermarry with them, because they will surely turn your hearts after their gods." Nevertheless, Solomon held fast to them in love. He had 700 wives of royal birth and 300 concubines, and his wives led him astray. As Solomon grew old, his wives turned his heart after other gods, and his heart was not fully devoted to the Lord his God, as the heart of David his father had been. On a hill east of Jerusalem, Solomon built a high place for Chemosh, the detestable god of Moab, and for Molech, the detestable god of the Ammonites. He did the same for all his foreign wives who offered sacrifices to their gods. The Lord became angry with Solomon because his heart had turned away from the Lord, the God of Israel. So the Lord said to Solomon, "Since this is your attitude and you have not kept my covenant and my decrees, which I commanded you, I will most certainly tear the kingdom away from you and give it to one of your subordinates. Nevertheless, for the sake of David your father, I will not do it during your lifetime. I will tear it out of the hand of your son." Many men rose up against Solomon, but none could overthrow him. One day, Jeroboam, an official in Solomon's court, was told by the prophet Ahijah that he would rule over part of Solomon's kingdom. Ahijah took hold of his own new cloak and tore it into 12 pieces. Then he said to Jeroboam, "Take 10 pieces for yourself, for this is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says. See, I am going to tear the kingdom out of Solomon's hand and give you 10 tribes. I will give 1 tribe to his son." Solomon tried to kill Jeroboam, but Jeroboam fled to Egypt, to Shishak the king, and stayed there until Solomon's death. Solomon reigned in Jerusalem over all Israel for 40 years. Then he rested with his fathers and was buried in the city of David, his father. Understanding the story. Solomon, who built the temple for God, now builds altars to foreign deities. He disregards God's covenant laws and abuses the gifts he has been given. Solomon's disobedience leads to the division of Israel. His son will rule only part of Solomon's inheritance. Thank you, Lord, for your word. Come on back tomorrow. We'll do it again.